rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time. Cool Runnings!
I'm feeling very Olympic today. How about you?
Get back to work.
For everybody that listens, if you don't know, it's like we're both Midwesterners. This morning, it is 4 degrees at my house. It is frigid cold. David had frigid temperatures yesterday or on Friday. So yeah, I can commiserate with Sanka when it comes to ice, like igloos, like penguins, like ice.
I no joke. When I come in from shoveling, that is the first scene I think of when he's in the ice cream truck, and his braid breaks off. Yeah. I think of that with my mustache and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna happen. And it's a fear that I have.
See you. Where you going? I'm gonna take a hot bath. I'm getting cold just thinking about all this ice.
When I was watching this the other day, that it's showing John Candy, Leon, Dougie Doug, Hans Zimmer. And I'm like, the guy that made the Dark Knight trilogy music score and Inception did the music score to Cool Runnings.
That's why it's so good.
What in the world? But it is. I specifically, like I joked at the beginning, I'm feeling very Olympic today. His music score in between like the fun reggae Jamaican music is very Olympic.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
This is such a weird shift for him.
Big time.
Because he's not until later in the movie the Candy we kind of know in other movies.
And it's still a subtle version of that Candy too.
Yeah. I relate so much now because I'm like, is that me? Grumpy and smashing radios and just miserable. But I love when he's looking at the photo of himself, because Eric and I reference this a lot. There's like a meme that goes around when before your video game plays, it's this black TV and you see yourself. And you get like, I love when he's like, look at me then, look at me now. And I'm like, that's all of us.
Go away. Okay. Nice to meet you.
In the same year that Cool Runnings, you have him playing Derice Bannock. Leon Robinson's his name. He then also plays a villain henchman in Cliffhanger. Stallone literally shoulder press him above his head into a stalactite in the same year. So he has quite a movie arc. It's pretty crazy.
With ice, especially.
That's true. Yeah, not a good winter experience. Really bad winter experience.
Sanka, you dead? Yeah, man.
I feel like for the past 30 years, I stand in front of my mirror every morning before coffee and say, I have pride. I have power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody. That's my mantra.
I do the same. And then I go and tell Harper to clean her room.
Get back to work.
As a kid, I'll never forget their first time trial was at night.
Yes.
And I just thought that was sick. Like,
yes.
And even when that scene hits now, I'm just like, oh my, it's just something different about them doing that at night. Here's something that I love about movie magic and why we do this and why we still have a love for this stuff, because we know that they'll qualify.
Yes.
Otherwise,
the movie's over.
The credits would roll and we're just like, well, that was short-lived. So we know that, but they made you think they wouldn't. Like, they made you forget all of what happened before and what's going to happen after, and you're locked in.
Yes.
And you're almost in this bobsled with them, checking that time too. It was so well done and just kind of scary of how I would not be signing up for a bobsled race anytime soon. I'll tell you that much. Actually, I really do think this is cool too, that we are discussing a movie, Cool Runnings, in Black History Month. So that's another really cool thing for the pod. But yeah, I mean that
Here
moment.
we are just thinking, oh, winter movie. It's the winter.
I know.
It was not planned, folks, but we'll take credit for that.
Right. No, if the cold's coming to kill us, it's going to kill you too, but through the pod. But
in winter, your bones don't break. They shatter.
And then freeze and then remold again.
I have to finish the race.
I don't even like watching that scene the way they crash because it's a hard thing to really watch, to be honest, because it's done so well.
I do blame the announcer, though. I realize as watching this as an adult.
Did he jinx them?
He jinxed them. Oh. They're going down and they're going super fast, and he references how fast they're going, and then he says, even though they have a rickety sled. And I'm like, you son of a, you jinxed them. You didn't
rigged.
say it.
Much like the NFL, it's rigged.
Extremely fast course. And even with that rickety old sled.
That's an image, much like in some sports movies, that I'll never get out of my head, is the four of them carrying that sled and walking across the finish line as a team.
Yes.
And the villains are cheering, the Swiss is cheering, the dad opens his shirt and shows Junior he's a supporter. You know, like, would I want them to win or finish? Obviously, but I don't. This is the one time where I'm like, that's actually like better. I cried in 10 flat. Eric can be like, I did it in 9-9.
I will always dominate in showing emotion.